Hi, it's Kevin. Last week on the Today and Tomorrow in Scottsdale podcast, Don and I had on as our guest Dr. Libby Hart-Wells and Patty Beckman to talk about the very important M&O override for SUSD that's appearing on the November ballot. In that podcast, they did a great job of breaking down every possible question you could possibly have. But it's 36 minutes long. If you have questions about it, I've done you a favor. I've broken the interview up into bite-sized chunks that are 2 to 3 minutes long that talk about a particular subject. Check this out. Patty and Libby are talking about the misconception that there's a rainy day fund, that, if this doesn't pass, the school district will find the money somewhere else. That's not correct. Check this out.
So when we talk about these programs, we talk about decisions that have been made in the past, just to give you some sort of relevance of what would potentially happen in the future. As Libby pointed out, it is not something that can just be absorbed. Yeah. We don't have cash accounts that we can just go draw from that can supplement, the loss of something like this. So that while we cannot specifically point to what will be gone or what will happen should this not pass, our district will definitely feel it.
Because those decisions will be made later on.
Correct.
By the board, by the school board, the superintendent, people like that, right? His staff.
Yes.
Right, yeah.
There's no rainy day fund here.
No.
And speaking of that, wouldn't it be nice, Kevin, if the state legislature would finally figure out how to fund schools across our state? Would say you wouldn't have to wrestle with this so much all the time, right? And fix the overall system a little bit.
And we are fortunate that our taxpayers have typically said yes because they do believe in this. But Don, for 2 seconds, you just touched on something else that's kind of a misconception, that we have a rainy day fund. We have cash accounts in our district that we have been using over the last couple of years to offset any expenses that we could actually use them for.
Yeah.
Back when I was on the board, we did establish some policy around what we could let the cash accounts go down to and what we could let them go up to before we actually touch them. And believe me, they're being used. So the misconception that we have enough cash laying around to offset should this not pass, that is inaccurate.
Yeah, it's a cash flow issue, right? Basically, yeah.